Okay, this is Andy Graham of the Ask Andy Show. I've traveled nonstop for 16 plus years and went to 90 countries. Let's see, John S. asked, okay, hi Andy, I would like to know who has access to the information on my profile. He wants to ask me questions about the HoboTraveler has a travel community, and you can, even MyVilcabamba, there's 100 different websites. So you join one of them and you become a member to all of them. But you also can get verified too, this is what he's talking about. Hi Andy, I'd like to know who has access to information on my profile. There are several questions for the profile that I consider very personal in nature, such as religion and personal status. I think personal status is basically saying whether you're married, single, whatever. And things that seem irrelevant, like cell phone number, equipment I own. And I may not mind sharing with you, but would not want to display on a website. I also want to become verified, mostly to show my appreciation for the wealth of information I've been getting from your videos. He bought Secret Pockets, the book, and all sorts of... Could you please clarify? Okay, actually, if you fill out any of these, they will all show up on the internet, and they'll pretty much be not available to everybody, but they're available to members. But you should consider it as public. But the point is, you don't have to fill out these questions. They're all optional. The reason for these questions is we're trying to get like-kind people together, and we want to make sure that, like if you're going to, I don't know, there's places where we want to know your religion. Like a Jewish person might want to marry only Jewish person. A Christian person may not want to marry, there's questions, because a lot of this is about becoming friends. And the last thing we want anybody to do is to be completely anonymous. Okay, and that's the reason for the verification. You pay for the verification to say that you're a real person. And because what we're trying to do, we did change the birth date thing to just a range. Because one of the biggest questions and one of the most dangerous questions you can answer is the actual age, your age. And so we got 5-year spread. So we say you're 25 to 30, 30, 35 to 40, 40 to 45. We give you 5-year spreads, and we don't want to know your birth date, because the birth date, with your birth date, your favorite dog, your color, your hometown, we could start stealing your identity. People could. So we're trying to make it all the time that nobody could steal your identity. We don't want to know your favorite color. We don't want to know your dog's name. We don't want to know all these security questions. We don't see that knowing whether you're homosexual or single or transgender means anything, right? We don't really have that question. I guess a man could say he likes men, I guess. But I was looking at that thing. Andrew, how do you word that? Because we didn't really care. We just said, well, you just choose what you like. I choose, I like women. Okay, but I guess you could choose, a gay person could choose they like men. But what this is to do is to get people together and to hook them up internationally. And this is not a game to us. This is very serious, and we want you to feel safe. And so the more the person fills out the profile, the more you should feel safe, because it's more transparent. We also don't want angry people that are too protective. But you basically probably would do better just to send me $25 and get it, because you sound like you're pretty nervous, okay? And or don't send any money at all, but just say thank you, and I say thank you. But the object is that we're trying to create a profile, and eventually what a person should be able to do is they're searching for, say you're going to Bangkok, Thailand, you should be able to say, I want to find a person between the ages of 30 and 40 that's, a girl that's looking for a man and likes to drink coffee and play tennis. Okay? And, you could fill out these things to do it. Or you might want to find, like, the job. The job is, people, maybe you're both butterfly collectors, could find each other. Or basically you're an anthropologist. 2 anthropologists could find each other. And why do we have the cell phone? Because cell phone is for people that want to call you, right? And we're trying to make it so that also that some of this information is you can move from country to country. If you see on the website, you can change locations and say where you're at. And then you can have this local cell phone number. And this is really to help parents to track down their children. And we're going to get it so that they can basically ping almost where their children are at all the time. Every time they change locations, it would ping your mother basically, or anybody that's in your group that's following you, and say he's changed locations. Because the last thing you'd want to do, and trust me, children do this. I mean, kids 20 to 30, everybody on the planet, they go away and act like they're safe, whatever, and they don't talk to anybody. They become incommunicado. And this isn't right. We're traveling abroad, and we're trying to also give an alternative to giving the American, you really don't want to register with the American consulate or something. This is just silly. This is like announcing, giving them a red flag that basically you shouldn't do that. It's just too many red flags to do that. But we would like to get a complete medical thing and all sorts of information on you that only could be accessed by only person that could access it is the family members that you've given permission to, and or somebody that you wanted to say, if I get sick, this is my medical records. Now, the secret to having security is the least amount of people. Like in our system, there's only 2 people, me and Andrew. Andrew's worked with me for 10 years, and the website's 14 years old, and we don't subcontract anything out on this. We don't let anybody have that password and username. And what's funny is people say, send me my password. We don't even know your password because it's all encrypted. But the reason for the verification and the reason why you get verification is because if we have enough verified members, we know if you're going, if you're planning a trip, say you're in New York City and you're going to Bangkok and you got to go meet a verified person, you got a really good chance that you're not wasting all your time. So, because this can cost thousands of dollars, and you got to know their cell phone number. You got to know. I won't go meet hardly anybody unless they give me their first name, last name. But you'll see a lot of times in these expat places that they won't even tell you their last name. Basically, they got something to hide. They think that they're being smart, but they're really making you shouldn't trust this person. Anybody that doesn't say, hello, my name's Andy Graham, I'm from Indiana, whatever, these people are the unwanted or the wanted in America, okay? Because basically expats are the wanted, the unwanted, and the hermits. And then you got the nice people that are just basically shake your hand, say hi, I'm doing, and they're doing it, and they're traveling because of there's a very big success in life. But there's some real people hiding us abroad, and you really don't. We want to make sure you don't get in contact with them by accident. But it's just like couch surfing. You wouldn't go sleep. We have a couch surfing and dog sitting and animal sitting and house sitting stuff on our website, and you can do this stuff. And we got to guarantee that these are real people and nobody's trying to be secretive. But I hope that answers your question, John, yes. And if you guys want to get verified, just get on the thing, and it's basically for your protection. And if you see anything that really is too much information that would help somebody find your steal your identity, it's really easy on Facebook. I mean, Facebook is just lets anything goes, and they tell everybody, 500 people, that it's your birthday, right? This is not right. This is information like your mother's name. They connect your family so you know your mother's name. Then you can bleed her for your mother's maiden name and things. The questions that are security questions. I'm collecting all the time security questions. I do a screenshot every time I fill out a thing so that I can protect our users. But the one reason why we're not as growing as fast as these other organizations is because we care about you and we do protect you. And I'm not willing to make money at the expense of risking your identity. But that's enough. Get verified today and help me out. But help yourself out too. We can pack up tomorrow. Tonight, let's